A Ganyi streamen folytatjuk tovább a Dragon Age-et. Örülök mindenki, aki várta már. Sajnálom, hogy tegnap nem játszhattam, de nagyon bebasztam. De be vagyok azóta baszva. Na, let's go Dragon Age. Indítsuk is. Mint halljátok, indul a játék.
Te most itt fogsz pofázni?
Meggondoltam magamat, most már nem az IS csapatom. Nem az IS csapatommal fogok lenni. Hanem megyek vissza dualistre a picsába. Mindenki vigyázzon, hogy a monitorra ráférjen a glambája.
Glamba? Jó hallottam.
Na. Na bazod. Nem lehet ezt a játékot mage nélkül játszani amúgy?
Na, kus.
Mizut Horváth Tomi. Várjál. Várjál, Horváth Tomi. Azt mondja, hogy... Hey.
Miért megy az Izomark stream?
Hát elindult. Elindult a stream. Megint.
Mi nem lalaztak?
Mert szarjáték.
Oké. Mindjárt nem van a Kingdom Come, tudom próbálni. Mármint mindjárt lent van Steamen.
Az nagyon jó. Mennyivel tölt a Steam, Dani?
7 megával szed most a Steam. Szerintem nem szídelnek olyan... nem működnek a szerverek.
Igen, nagyon sokan szedik. Anyádat basszam meg.
Mi a faszom?
Nem neked mondtam. Nos. Akkor megyünk egy kis Strange-re. Strange. Várjunk csak, mennyi kell a szettemhez? Nem a Kélen szettem lesz szerintem. 25 strength. Annyi kell nekem. 31. Nem is rossz. Yo, fuck you! Na akkor, jó kis asszaszinok leszünk. Igen. Lethality is kell majd nekünk. Ezek nem. Ez sem kell akkor. És 36 dex kell.
Hello.
Szia, Sipi.
Hello. Mi a Tibi?
Semmi. Just chilling, you know.
I know. Ez az első szabad napom. Mit szólsz?
És nagyon örülsz neki.
Hát én imádom a szabad napot. Imádom. Mik lesznek a majd fesztiválon? Avenged Sevenfold, Steve Aoki, The Kills, Ambassadors.
Very nice.
Nice, very nice.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor? Of course. He's back! He's back! Have you reconsidered? I can make such fine armor with your scales. Excellent. You won't regret it. Think of the possibilities, Heren. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop.
Na.
Are you sure I can't I'm sure.
Láttad már az Sith Maraudert?
Uh-huh.
Elég fos.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat?
De jól néz ki.
A pair of it? Of
Ja.
course.
De azt hittem, hogy sokkal erősebb, ez ilyen vampaszerű a unikja. Az közben így bevittem ilyeneket, hogy Palpalid, Vader, rohadt, hogy hívják ezt? Moff Tarkin, Sith Assassin, meg Grievous. Volt vagy 40 debuff rajtuk, bazdmeg, rajtunk meg még plusz 10 buff. Hát mennyit ütött úgy, hogy elvileg Gear 11-be rakja a legvégén?
5000-et.
12 000-et, meg 13-at,
Wow.
mondom. Azt a... Luke is ennyit üt, hogyha offense down van rajta.
Hát körülbelül.
Ja, de persze non-critbe.
You and your friends are formidable foe.
Csipj egy pubcs.
Mehet.
Mehet.
Még elszög egy cigit.
Az de vagány amúgy.
Most játszottam egy 1 óra 10 perc kapferet, bassz meg. Itt nekem kell minden, ami nyugtató hatású. Vagyis kiverem! Faszom. Minek esik ez a rohadt hó?
Ó, várj egy pillanat.
Minek játszod, drága, én Jojo?
Grimoire, is it?
Igaz.
I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks
GGX
for
gang gang.
retrieving it.
Ja, ez
I should
PUBG,
begin
Dani.
studying
Igen.
it immediately and unlock the power that
Tényleg?
it holds.
Indulhat.
Csak
Ne
sipit várok, mert
beszéltek
végül
keresztbe, létszi.
I want to ask a
cigarettázik.
question of you.
Elszív
Nagyon
egy...
kemény ez a gyerek, bazd meg.
Elszív egy
Know your
cigit.
opinion.
Ganyi, nem mondja. Nem jössz negyediknek, Ganyi.
Honnan tudtad? Na sziasztok!
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same. Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both. You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine. Perhaps you are right. We enjoy each other's company. Why make it more than it is? I think you will regret it in the end, but so be it.
Anyád. Hoppa. Hmm. 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 Szarom le. Szarom le.
Interesting. Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I
Mi?
think not. Simply because I have warmed your bedroll before does not mean I am beholden to do so at every snap of your fingers. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your...
Jajajajaj, kapom a spammet. Jajaj, rossz cím. Go restream akkor.
I do not wish to discuss it. Leave me be.
Az baja lett ennek amúgy.
Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I said no. Leave me be, if that is your only interest.
Csicska. Még
Your
megbosszom a
desire.
másikat akkor.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely. Oh, it's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this. How true. Let us do it right, then.
Na végre, fucking bitch. Szexhör. Na, faszomba. Most nem tudom végigdugni.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time. Ah.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you? If that is your goal, then I'm afraid you will be a poor Grey Warden. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others, about serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men. As a Grey Warden, thus it is you who serves. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant. And the country suffers for it. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome. Yes, indeed.
Stem vagy Alistair?
Yes.
Egyértelmű baszod. Na, let's go. RIP. Vessel of the Spirit. Az még skill is. Massive willpower. Hol van ez a skill? Patron.
Time for a little cleanup.
Nem ezt.
It's your time to die!
Faszomot ebbe a slowba.
Order. You will learn to fear me. No
mercy. That was interesting and draining. I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Well, that's certainly conceivable. I suppose I shouldn't be using that particular trick to entertain children at parties. I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
As you wish. Right. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. I hear you.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the or allow Van Tegan to take his...
You return. Might you have news? You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the Urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service? Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain, brother.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I agree. Loghain will pay for his heinous crimes, but our armies must be reserved for the Darkspawn, not for each other. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You don't know?
I meant to tell you when we were approaching Redcliffe, but
Alistair is King Merrick's illegitimate son. He is Kaelin's half-brother and has a claim to Ferelden's throne. I imagine Duncan kept Alistair out of the battle for this very reason.
I never thought it would come to this. When Kaelin got married, everyone thought it was best to just have me step aside. It was a relief, actually. I don't want to be king. I never did. Even when Kaelin died, I guess I hoped that something else would present itself.
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins.
No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing. You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the Landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde. Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront. If I call, I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly. Very well, but before we...
He does.
Have him brought here, Tegan. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf? Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained. True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up. I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive.
Nagyon jó. Nagyon jó a polgári jog. Jaj.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know. Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
We are still not yet ready to call the Landsmeet Grey Warden. Pursue your...
Keep it up!
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Blood and
Yes.
damnation.
On it.
Too easy.
Let's get started. Right. As you wish.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Magic exists to serve man and never
The deep dark before dawn's
foul
first
and
light
corrupt
seems
are
eternal.
they who have taken it.
But know that the sun...
Let's get started.
Good to see you again.
So tell you're here about your... It's done. I made the armor. And it's garbage. I wouldn't let a festering swine wear it.
Wade, it's amazing. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Are you blind as well as stupid? The leg guards are too tight. It'll chafe. The dye isn't even... Look here. I see a splotch. It's garbage, I say.
It's fine. Truly. It's a work of art. Here, wear it well. Now kindly leave.
Don't tell me you're wearing that garbage. Find me more scales. I'll make you some Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? Certainly.
Did you bring more scales?
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? You just don't know when to quit.
Why so glum, Heron? Today is a glorious day. Today I make dragon scale armor.
I feel just giddy.
Patience, patience. Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours.
What? You're serious?
Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough. I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you? Excellent, excellent. Now don't move. There you go. My life's work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Of course, Heron. Have some faith. I am a master armorer, you know.
Miracles never cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
Did you bring more scales?
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? You must be kidding.
You worry too much. Just give me the scales, friend, and I'll have my finest work for you. Perfect, you say? Well, I'll close up the shop then. Think of the possibility.
We're close. Your arm.
Don't stare at me, Cho.
I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better.
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited. Of course, I was too overcome with glee to remember. Do forgive this old man. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylon was here to see all this. My own expedition, my own team. I can't wait to get going. He would be as excited. Anything I do from now on, anything I discuss. Oh, come by and.
be it.
Did you read that? Androste's ashes have been found. Here in Ferelden, too.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see? Do I seem a little nervous? I am. I really don't know what to expect. I'd like you to be there with me if you're willing. Or we could leave, I suppose. We really don't have time to pay a visit, do we? Maybe we should go. Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go. Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
Ugh, for all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off. And who in the maker's name are you? Some servant of his to carry all his riches, I expect.
Hey, don't speak to him that way. He's my friend, and a Grey Warden just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Well, so he's found it. I'm his sister. But what are you to me, boy, except the one who took my mother away,
You think I wished her dead? I never wanted that. I didn't have the life you think I did, Goldana.
I suppose not. A bastard is still a bastard, isn't he? But Brother or no, I've got 5 mouths to feed and no time to spare until they are.
And let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
That sounds all well and fine, but you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister. Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I lived up to my promise, I suppose, but this is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot. Yes, I'm sorry too. I guess I should have known better. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I've told you what I know. If you'll excuse me, I've had... Oh!
Again, I'm flattered by your interest. So, maybe it'll change by the time my... Best of...
I demand you insult all of Ferelden. King Loghain will...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Iduken returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
I shall do it.
Armed and dangerous. Ready for it.
Let us end
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrost follow. Fair journeys, Warden. If only you had come at a less troubled time. Please, Bread. Please, sir. This should be easy enough. Bread.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
May the ancestors look kindly upon you.
This should be easy enough. If only you had come at a less troubled time.
So what's the deal with you and him anyway? Dare I ask?
Let's get started.
Him? Him who? Is this supposed to mean something to me?
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Mr. Let's Make Kissy Faces over there.
My. You are jealous, aren't you? Did I take your favorite Grey Warden away from you?
What? I'm not jealous. I'm horrified.
Those blushing cheeks of yours tell a different tale.
Ooh,
These blushing cheeks are terrified that you'll suck all the blood out of them once you're finished with him.
If I feel the need to suck on anything of yours, Alistair, you'll be the first to know.
That was so not what I meant.
Perhaps we should go and tell him together about your touching concerns. Perhaps he'll pay more attention to you if you ask nicely.
Uh-huh. I think we're done here.
Done before you started, in fact.
Lassan tolni kéne egy játékresit. Resit.
Négyje.
Mehet a game.
8, oké, egyet eldob.
És PUBG-zta 2018 szégyen.
3-at eldobott.
3-at, horvát.
Igen, meg itt a végén 6. Itt 6-ot dobott.
And a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You'll not speak that way about the man who should be king!
fool, I'll have him. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no If you must be our war... Yeah.
Újraindítjuk a játékot, mert már szétette a memóriát. Na.
Let's get started.
Megvesszük Morrigan tükrét.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin. Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along. I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time? A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
One day, the Paragon Branca will return.
Is it true the Darkspawn are attacking the surface?
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around. Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Good on you.
excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Greetings and welcome to... What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium.
Nem rossz.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly. You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received
De hát
a
hazudik,
gift.
mert én adtam
Not
neki
one which
gifteket.
did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
Orzammar welcomes you.
You look like you're not from around here. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
What's this? A human? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except it...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin. Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size. A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or a Desher's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps. Of course not. Down here...
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I find.
Yes, Warden. What is it? You said as much. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid.
I haven't
am I?
eaten in
If
days.
you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know.
You know what the butcher told me today? There's a grey warden loose.
Really? Think hasn't been arrested?
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Hurry! I shall do it. Annoying!
Down you go!
All the Grey Waters!
On it. Right.
Tear them apart! I cannot be defeated.
Very well. Right. All right.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable...
Főleg, hogy meghalt az egyik.
My men have... You are very thorough. I'm impressed. And I am thankful you arrived when you did. I shan't keep...
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery. Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries. Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered. I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate. If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives. This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you. You've already done much for the...
You really killed. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you? Really... I'm sure you need supplies.
Guys, mi ez a fuckfile gif?
Melyik?
Hát, hogy kitett Tola.
Hova?
Vlog csoportba.
Majd nézzem.
Jó, hogy szét van lő a fal, jó. Jó, hogy egy mert kicsit fel tudod venni? Nekem nincs helyem.
Nem tudom, hogy ez mi akar lenni.
Ott van, menj akkor vedd fel.
De jó.
Fuckfile.
Kompenzátor AR, ha kell valaki.
Srácok, bomba!
Ha kell valaki kompenzálni valamiért.
Hát nekem a kis farok méretem miatt kellene.
Dani, ezt pont a streamemen mondtad.
Meg az enyémen.
Ó, tiéden is. Azt a rohadt.
De utána a 4-szeres szkópot megvettem fel.
Jó. What are you doing, sajpai?
Jó, Sipi, you wanna fucking
Jövök be, mert itt elhúztok!
Talál! West!
De move két találkozzó.
So you met
Jó.
this sibling of yours?
Give egy backpack. Szép pajad bár nekem, tesó. Oh, thank you, te. Give me the backpack.
Shut the fuck up.
Látszott itt egy kereszt. De megijedtem!
Will appreciate nothing you do. You know this.
It's moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said. Oh, those are the mages who've had their fade connection severed. I've read about that. They must be just like dwarves. Ancestors bless you. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition? Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Welcome to Jannar fam. I'm looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Of course. A Trust Vala, stranger. Here for armor or conversation. I stay. But the Idukans have served us well. I'm guessing... Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. What? Do you even know what you've done? She's castless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again.
Why the fuss? I am sure the Circle Tower is full of parental figures just waiting to tell her what is best.
My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here. You monster! You sent my daughter. Return! Get out!
Done.
Rip.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. A warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a... Oh, thank you.
Take heart, good widow.
Please, find me as soon...
Topsiders? The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. I'll take your gold.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Baszott ronda ez.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists? Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation. May the Maker guide your way.
As you wish.
Ancestors guard my son. Although, I can't imagine your and I only wish I knew whether but he got separated. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for... How? They're...
The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons. And the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. I'll take...
Maker's blessing on you, brother. I'm Brother I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure, and I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on you. Please.
Let me guess. This is where the poor people live.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kid once we cut them out of it.
So be it.
You had it coming. Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
Too easy. Right now.
This should be easy enough.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground. No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee. You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner. Well, if it isn't my new best friend. But if you're dumb enough to buy yourself a box of lyrium and forget to sell it, no doubt.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Well, our business is kind of covert. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share. Why don't you take... You're back. You got more...
spare coin?
Coin. You got any coin? I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my da left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill? I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper. I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town. Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place. If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want. I'll just stay out of your way.
So hungry.
Spare a bit? Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout.
And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. You would do that? But why? Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't
Fred,
know.
please,
A great
sir.
number of
Just a
people
bit,
died.
Fred.
It will be difficult to imagine.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
This circle is amazing. Thank you so much for making this possible.
I think we'll be all right now.
I dread to
thanks
think
you.
of what might have become
The
of us
children
if
are
you
all
hadn't
alive.
come along.
Lord, and deliver me that I might find them.
Power before they get fragrant. Touching those abominations. Wrong.
I wish I could have gone with them.
To fight.
This should be easy enough.
Oh, it's you! You say you'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh? Suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us. Ah, hello again. Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little. Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about. I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it. Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble. You're blackmailing me? Fine, take this. It's all I have on me at the moment. Now just leave me alone, please. This just isn't my day.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Warden saved us. Finding the...
When you've rested enough, we need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
It's wrong.
I shall do so.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh? Rogek? He's a personal friend, and sometimes we, correspond. Did he, have anything for me? Yes, I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no? Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do? Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here? Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now? I see.
Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery. Well, mages need lyrium for spells and... Well, if it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it. Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble.
Mert tátszam vagyok.
You're blackmailing? Fine, take this. It's all I have on me at the moment. Now this just isn't my day.
What? Várjunk egy picit. Jó. Kussoljatok! Na, mindjárt. Mindjárt mondom.
This should be easy enough.
Mindjárt azslol!
So, you know about him and Morrigan, right? You heard?
I think I know what you're talking about, yes.
And you agree with it? You don't think that it's dangerous?
Dangerous for whom? Her or him?
Anyone. She's Malefica and rotten to the core. How could he even... this can't be a good idea. She can't be a good influence on him.
I will admit that the thought did cross my mind several times.
My men have scouted. You are very thorough. I'm impressed. And I am thankful you arrived when you did.
Nem tudom bekapni.
I've been assigned bringing out the bodies and burning.
You really... I'm sure you need supplies, after.